how do you make money with AI? I mean, it's such a vast field. There are so many opportunities. AI, we are in the golden age, the gold rush of AI. So think when they discovered oil, or when they discovered diamonds, when the internet came, many people, millions of people, they became millionaires by running software companies that created websites and produced software. But the internet, for you to get into the internet, you needed certain skills. So one of the main roles was a programmer. You need to become a computer programmer. So you went to university and you studied computer science, and this was 3 or 4 years until you became a senior developer. Maybe 5-7 years to become a senior developer. And you need to learn several languages: Python, JavaScript, and many languages. But then, what's the difference between the internet age or the gold rush, the internet gold rush, and the AI gold rush? Well, you don't need to go to university to learn computer programming. You don't need to go to university to learn computer programming. You don't need to become a programmer. You don't need. It's great if you know computer programming. It's great. It's great. But if you don't, it's not a big deal. You can use what is called vibe coding. It's because AI has been trained to understand natural language. So the developers, the billionaires, and all these computer scientists, they created these big computers, and then they created these big databases. They created these big data centers. They land big data centers, and then they spend years feeding information to these computers. And then these computers now, they can predict, they can understand natural language, they can predict. So there is machine learning and deep learning. So they are now able to predict, to answer questions, to talk to you, to understand human voices. So now you no longer need to go back into university and study computer programming. So how do you make money with AI? Well, there are at least, I can give you 7 ways. But the first way, you're not actually making money. With AI, the first step, you are investing your time studying AI, experimenting with the tools, learning how to use Google Gemini, ChatGPT, Claude AI, Lovable, Midjourney. You are learning how to use these tools. That's the first step. So you're not making money. You are spending money because you're paying subscriptions. So they use a subscription model, right? Or you pay someone like us to train your AI. So you're not making money in the first stage. But then, once you understand AI, once you know what's going on, you can then create tools. But this is where the money is. You can create tools for specific niches, for specific industries, for dentists, for plumbers, for solicitors. You can create tools, and then you can charge people for using the tool. So there is an entrepreneur, a young guy in Sweden, he created a tool called Lovable. Lovable allows you to create web apps. Right? There is another guy called Riley from United States. He created a company called Vibe Coding, and Vibe Coding enables you to create mobile apps. And there are millions of people using these tools, right? So you can become a creator of tools. So number 1, you are an investor. Number 2, you become a creator of tools. Number 3, you can then use AI. You can become a consultant. You can go and teach AI to small businesses. I love teaching, so it's natural to me. I love teaching. I write books. I'm an author, so I love teaching. So I love the intellectual challenge. I love it. So number 1, you can invest. Number 2, you can create tool. Number 3, you can become a consultant. Number 4, you can become a salesperson. You can go and sell AI services to companies, right? Either working for yourself or somebody else. So there is money to be made. Number 5, you can identify a company, a startup or an established company that needs funding. And if you have money, you can invest in that company. So people who invested in Lovable is now $1 billion company in less than 2 years. You have NVIDIA. NVIDIA is a $1 trillion company. They make the chips, so you can buy the stocks. You have OpenAI. You can invest in AI. So another way you can do this, number 6, is that you can create your own AI agency without being involved. You can find developers. You can outsource the work to developers in India, for example, or in the UK, wherever you can. And then you can find a group of developers for them to design the tools which they are sold in your behalf, without even resigning from your Monday to Friday job. So you can have 2 streams of income. You can have AI income, you can have your Monday to Friday job income. And so there is a lot of money to be made with AI. You can also, number 7, if you are an employee, you are a full-time employee, you can observe within your working environment, and you can recommend management the key stakeholders for them to implement AI in a specific way. You identify a problem, and then you can create a solution if you understand AI. And that's why the first thing I advise you is understand this thing, because you can make extraordinary amounts of money with AI. There are billions, trillions flying around AI. So what role do you want to play? Do you want to become a consumer? Well, I don't know AI, I don't know computer programming. You don't need computer programming. But you can then use AI to create solutions. You can create websites and sell them. You can create tools. You can create solutions. The big money is in the tools creation. Yeah. Once you understand the workflow, you need tools like Zapier, N8N, you need make.com, you need the knowledge of using different tools like Google Gemini, ChatGPT. This knowledge, you're speaking many languages, right? You know how to use many tools. And this knowledge of using tools gives you clarity, it gives you power for you to create things and get very, very well paid for what you create. So 7 ways you can use AI to create money. Which one do you want? Now, we are here to help you to understand this thing so you can profit from it.